Hi everyone, it's Elisa from Dragon Stitches, and it is the end of September. Holy cow! I know I've been really spare on videos, and mainly is because I hadn't really been able to stitch much. I mean, I got some stitching done last weekend to finish my Ronald McDonald House project that you guys saw, and I really haven't been able to do anything since. Well, that's not true. I did manage a small finish, which I'll show you in just a second. But now my main problem is what to work on. I'm very torn on what I should do next. So I thought I would go through with you guys my current WIPs. There's not that many. Don't get excited. And I will ask you guys your opinion what I should do next. So let's jump in first to what I've been doing since Ronald McDonald House project is done. So it is at the framers now. It should be ready by Friday. I probably won't be bringing it back here to my apartment. My mom is going to take it directly from the framers, I think, and because she's the one delivering it. And it's gonna look good. It's gonna look good. The trip to the framers was a bit of an adventure, but it all worked out in the end. And so yeah, so this is what I've been doing since then, and it's little. I think I mentioned on my previous one that I had been working on something small, and this is what it is. It is a little pine cone. I made a pin out of it, like a brooch, although I really don't like this. It's very loose. Even though I bought the ones that were self-adhesive, I thought it would make it look neater on the back, because usually you use a big glob of hot glue, and that always looks messy. Sorry, forgot to turn everything off. Let's do that now. There you go, no more interruptions. Okay, so it is a pine cone. I know it is a pine cone because when my mom was little, she would make these baskets and wreaths, and usually around Christmas time. And there would be, in our very small town I grew up in northern Canada, there was a fall craft fair and a spring craft fair. And Mom always participated in the fall one, sometimes in the spring one. And she would make these basket decorations, and they usually had in them dried pine branches, basically the ones with the really long, really long needles, not the short ones, and like pine bows, like the things that you make wreaths out of. So she would put those in there, and she would put pine cones. And every summer we would travel a lot because both my parents were in education, and we went to Ottawa for a few summers when I was a kid, and we would always go to this huge park, and Mom would be there with her plastic bag, and she'd pick up pine cones, and she'd only pick up the best ones, the ones that weren't broken, the ones that were, and then she would use those in her baskets. She did baskets and wreaths, and she did a lot of them. Oh my gosh, a lot. She would have her table full, and then we had a kind of like a partition made out of wicker that she would bring, and then she would hang her wreaths on those. There were some hanging baskets she did sometimes, I think, as well. Anyway, that was why when I saw this Mill kit of the little pine cone, it just suited her so well. There's lots of little tiny details, and there's these treasures on it. There's 3 of the kind of like big ruby beads. You can see them better there. But this had a lot of beads. And you can see here, these are the regular beads, and they're slanted, and they're only supposed to be slanted. They're only supposed to go with a half cross stitch. It's going to be hard to see this because of all the glare, but if you look at these beads, they're vertical because you have to go in twice. But of course you have to go in twice in the smaller beads, not the bigger beads. Oh, you can really see them here. They're standing up straight. So they go straight. Here, the green ones, you really see how they just stand up straight in the green ones. These red ones were the same size as these white ones, so they were also slanted. Very cool. And all the little back stitching, long stitches to make the pine needles come through. I thought it was really cute, and I made her brooch because my mom loves seasonal brooches. She has one for all occasions, and she often wears them around the holidays. So I thought it would be fitting. It originally came with a, yeah, I really don't like how loose that is. It was really good at first, the adhesive onto the felt, but it's just, yeah, it's not feeling good. That's really annoying. I might try to see, because this is only attached to this by like this little piece of plastic. So if I can pull off the piece of plastic, I can probably just go in there with hot glue gun and put it on there. It's gonna be annoying though. Anyway, I digress. Another little finish, and this is either gonna be for my mom's birthday, which is the end of November, or Christmas. I'm not sure yet. Probably her birthday, because then she could wear it all through the holidays if she wants to. You know, no one's making her. Anyway, so that is that. Put it away safely. Now on to the crux of the matter. So once I had my lap stand free, I immediately went hunting for WIP to put on it. And I did put something on it, but I'm not sure that's what I want to work on. So I'll show you where I'm at. And I'm going to take it out of the plastic. It's not even worth it. So this is Tiger of the Heavens. It's, you know, I got that done really relatively quickly when I started this, before all this stuff for Delilah got here. So, you know, pretty decent. If you remember the picture, it's this tiger on the world with this cosmos in the background. Really cool colors. Not navy Ada, so it's a little bit, I'm really preferring even leaves and Luganas right now, but Ada's okay every now and then. But I haven't wanted to stitch it. Like, it's just been sitting there, and I've been working on my Pinecone, and now I'm like, my Pinecone's done, and I still don't want to stitch on it. So it might be coming off. And here are my options. So I'm going to go through them. It's just basically a pile I have, and I'm just going to go through them as I grab them. Here we go. Here's a good example. I really want to do this one. I really want to keep working on it, but I'm still so frustrated with the stupid parking, because it's my first time. I'm a parking virgin. If you remember this is, I'll put in a picture. This is going to be, where is it? I know you're here. That's annoying. Where is it? There it is. Okay. This is Dragon Rider. This is a Charting Creations pattern. Thanks for the glare phone. Charting Creations pattern. And I'm doing it in Chinese floss because that's all I could afford at the moment. Really love it. Love the color of the dragon. Love the dragon. You know me. Can't go too long without a dragon stitch. Dragon stitch is neat. Anyway. So this is where I got before I got so frustrated. That. Right there. Just the top little corner. And I think there was like 5 or 6 colors in this one. And I have my park threads. Coverage is good. This is 25 count Magic Eye even weave or Lugana, and it's stitched 1/1 full crosses. I tried the 10, but it did not look as good. Anyway, the problem with this one is it's so small. I need to have it so close to my face. My lap stand isn't quite doing it right now for that. I've figured out some ways to use regular Q-snaps to do two-handed stitching, but none of them are really big enough for something of this size. If I really want to work on this and not have to, you know, shell out the big bucks for a stand, I need to figure out a way of containing this Xbox fabric, because it is very stiff. Like, it is very stiff. And of course you can't wash this, because then the grid goes away, and what was the point of that? I also don't know if I like parking. People keep telling me that I just need to keep at it, and once I get more threads on and I, you know, have finished a few squares, it will get better. I don't know. I don't know if this type of stitching is for me, and I can't see doing something with this amount of confetti cross country. I can't see doing it. I think it would be a mess. So, whereas I'd love to start seeing this one come together a bit more, I want to be challenged, but I don't know if I have the right setup yet to do it. I definitely would have to get some kind of clips to clip up the excess fabric around whatever frame I'm going to use for it. So yeah, that's my first one. So this is Dragon Rider. Yeah. Big piece of fabric. Put it back. I have to put these all back as I go, or it's just gonna be a mess. So that's the first one. Where can I put that? There. Okay, the second one is a little bit of an unusual. This would be a new start. I've had this kit for over a year now. I haven't started it. It's not something I ordered myself. It was a gift from a Reddit gift exchange. And this is the printed Two Wolves pattern. This is the Chinese kit. And then you soak it and all the, you know, all this goes away. Nice kit. It is 11 count Aida, which is big, but and it's stitched 3 over, I believe. But I'd really like to start this, and I think I might actually be able to do this parking because there's no backstitch and there's quite a bit of confetti. So I'm still debating whether I want to jump into something new or finish. I'm really trying to do my, you know, year of finishes and finish off things that I was working on. I've done a few, but I've started a lot more than I thought I would. So this comes with all the same Chinese floss, but they feel really good actually. And that's the pattern with the other symbols. So yeah, that's the second option. Here's a bit of a wild card. Now, I don't know how many of you remember, but this is basically what I was working on when I first started FlossTube, and it is the Storytime Sampler. And this was on the 16 count Aida, Sparkly Aida, which I love it on Sparkly Aida. I was having problems with the frames not showing up as much, and that was bothering me. Like, I changed out the color of this frame, and I made a few adjustments in the Sherlock Holmes one. I added the bookcase, which I really liked. Anyway, you know, I like this piece. I restarted this piece because I like it so much. I didn't like it on this Aida. I found some of the colors were very washed out. I started it again on a piece of 28 count Lugana, or even weave, in Gothic by Picture This Plus, which is all this dark blue and purple. Oh, I love this. And look at the continental stitches I did for, like, those were my first continental stitches I made for the little flowers. So cute. So cute. Yeah. I don't know. And I think I did change for the door, for the, yeah. I made some nice changes on this. I really would like to, you know, finish this, but of course everyone knows that or you guys know if you've been watching, I restarted on Picture This Plus, and I had gotten Peter Pan, and I had started Charlotte's Web done, and I had gotten a bunch of the empty frames done, and I lost it. It's probably somewhere in my house, which is a cluttered mess, and I have no idea. I've looked for it on several occasions, and it is not to be found right now. So I'm kind of tempted. I still have all the threads for this. I'm kind of tempted to just keep on doing it on this one, and if that one shows up, I'll do that one as well. But I don't know if I want to stitch something twice. I really don't. And anyway, so that's my dilemma. Love the pattern. Don't know if I love it on this color, because it's just so washed out. I know some people like the subtle colors. I'm not that person. Yeah, we can see that. What's next? So that one's, here's another possible new start, which I got from another Reddit gift exchange. And this is the Janlynn Mythical Dragon. There you go. And this is on Black Ada. My problems with this, though, is the color of the threads are very, 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 very similar to the colors of the threads in Tiger of the Heavens. So I'm unsure whether I want to have two. I kind of want variety in my life. So I'm not sure if I want to go with a the same kind of color scheme. But I like this one. It's really cool. I almost wish it wasn't on Ada, though. I think this is a 16 count too. This is not a, no, 14 count. It says 14 count. So yeah, another dragon. Typical. Anyway, so there's that. A troublemaker. So this is Sailor Moon, Eternal Sailor Moon. This is one of my oldest WIPs right now. Actually, I think it is my oldest WIP right now. As you can see, I don't know if any of you remember, the problem I was having with this is this dark orangey color around her hairline and in her, basically the darkest skin tone is coming out way too orange, especially compared to the flesh tone, which is coming out strangely way too yellow. So I needed to find the happy medium. So I basically, isn't she gorgeous? I love her eyes. I remember finishing her eyes and being like, oh, and not, you know, getting really excited, and then getting to the orange, and it, like, look, I did her whole entire face outlined with this color, and it's a pain in the ass. This is 18 count sparkly Ada. It tends to, I'm really afraid to, like, rip it at some points because the sparkle thread comes out sometime and frays a bit. It's you don't want to be pulling too much out of this. So if I have to pull all that, I'm going to have to be super duper uber careful, and it's going to be a pain in my ass. But I did manage to get a color, which is basically, I think this is like 351 or 151. Oh, no, not 151. 351 maybe. And I got the one lighter, so 352, which is much more skin tone and less bright orange. See, it's not showing bright orange because the light's washing it out, but it is very bright orange, and the color just does not look good next to that skin tone. So if I want, and I kind of really do want to work on her because she's so close to, like, she's just going to be easy to fill in and finish. I think I could get her done relatively quickly, but holy crap if I have to redo or pull all the orange out and redo it. Because here's the thing, it's not only the lightest or the darkest skin tone, it's one of the darker hair tones as well. And it works as the hair tone. It does not work as the skin tone. Hair tone. I think I just made up a word. Anyway, so I am just... I'm at a loss. Do I want to pull it out and then just do the work and just have it done with? And because I really, like, look at her. She's going to be so gorgeous when she's finished. And I'm just so pissed off that she's become a UFO because of this. So I really think I might just pull her out and do that. Maybe. I don't know. I'm so torn. At least I have a Michaels now and I can go and bring, you know, a skein and compare colors in hand. So I don't need to guess of what I need. So that's good. But yeah, this skin tone is so yellow. Oh, don't like it. Don't like it. Don't like it. Is there anything else? I think that's... Oh, well, no. There's... Okay. Technically, there's two others. So, one, this is the one I designed myself for Stitching Out Stigma. And this is the Being a Human is Hard, Let's Be Dragons, or something like that. I can't remember the exact quote. And this is done in variegated... even this smells of the Mo's smell. This is Mo's Sale variegation thread, variegated thread. And I kind of dig it. I kind of don't in some places. Of course, I ended up missing the deadline for this one, for the original Stitching Out Stigma quilt. But, you know me, I have aspirations of grandeur. I am a great planner, not a great follow-througher. So I am possibly going to approach my local mental health facility and see if I couldn't do a North American version of the Stitching Out Stigma quilt to donate to them, because they are a great institution. I just have to get up the nerve and battle my anxiety long enough to actually contact them. Yeah, that's fun. And then my last choice is something I don't actually have kitted up, something I would actually get the DMC for, although it's not going to be that expensive. It's not that much DMC. I think it's like 18 skeins. So what, $9? So where is it? Cross stitch. There we go. And it would be I don't know how well you can see it. This is a free pattern, so I have no problem showing it on here. You guys aren't going to be able to see anything. It's so small. Try to get a pattern out of that. I dare ya. So this is the Ravenclaw Crest by The World in Stitches. These are available for free on her blog. It is also the same person who did the crest of my Hogwarts crest. Same designer. And personally, my favorite series of Harry Potter house crests. And there are ones on Etsy that are very similar to hers, that are definitely designed from the same artwork. I hope not from the same... but I have a really cool piece of fabric that I could do that one on, which is... I got it from Fabrics by LJ. When did I get this? Do I not remember? I can't remember. I think this was possibly when I won the $50 one for the Easter egg hunt. But it's called Steel. And it's like this kind of parchment thing. And I'm pretty sure I would only need half of it for the... Hey now. This might be a good color for the Storytime Sampler. And I know I'm only going to need half of it for the Ravenclaw. Ooh, that's an idea. I like this color. It's 28 count as well, I believe, which is my favorite to work on. I might have to do some thinking. Anyway, I have so many pretty fabric biology fabrics. It's not even funny that I have to muse on things. So yeah, I was thinking about doing the Ravenclaw on that one, but now I'm seriously considering. It's almost the same color though. This is, and this is, yeah, it's almost the same color. I'd probably have the same problem and I'd wash it out. Unless I drastically change colors, which I could do. I can do that. One of my other projects that I'm hoping to keep working on is my first real pattern that I'm designing, which I think I've talked about it. I think I've spilled the beans on what it is, haven't I? I don't remember. Anyway, it's a pretty girl design, but a little different. And I'm hoping to be able to start model stitching it. And if I do, where is it? There we go. I already have the perfect fabric for it, I think. It is this one, which is Picture This Plus Tempest. Oh yeah, that would be perfect for it, actually, I think. Ooh, it might be a little bit busy. I'm gonna have to double check that. It's a very earthy kind of pattern I'm working on. Might be too busy. I don't know. We'll see. I'm still at the designing phase, and I'm basically doing it as pixel art. At first, my fabric biology. I was looking at all my pretty fabric that I have no idea what to do with. What was that one? That was my Teenage Dream. That was the special one. And oh, that was the sparkly one. I need to do something with this. This Storytime Sampler might look good on this, though. I love getting my stash out. This is the one. So good. This is the one with the lines on it, which is kind of cool. This one's a little bit less liney. This side is a little less liney, but it's sparkly. And it's pink, and there's not a lot of pink, so it wouldn't really fade out. Ooh, that might be an idea. I might redo the Storytime Sampler on this one. Because I keep seeing people doing theirs, and I know it's been a year since it was out. There's a whole other stitch along going on right now from Frosted Pumpkin. I'm probably not going to buy too many more Frosted Pumpkin. They're not really my style, but I do love the Storytime Sampler one just for what it is and the love of books. But maybe I was keeping this for something. I can't remember right now what I was, but I was definitely keeping this one for something. Sorry about that. I didn't even realize I had closed it. So I kept talking. Anyway, I have another piece of this. Is a piece I got from Picture This Plus, which their color, the picture color, did not match it, but so it's very yellow, and I'm not very a yellow kind of person, so this would take a very. Anyway, I have nice pieces, but not really anything I really want to stitch on them at the moment. So maybe I should just stick with my WIPs and not try something new. What do you guys think? Any opinions? What I should do next? I know I don't have as many WIP as you guys, so I'm not like spoiled for choice, but it still is really difficult to come up with what exactly I want to do. I don't know. Anyway, so that's it. This is basically been a recap of all my WIPs and possible new starts in the future. But yeah, not as impressive as some. I get it. I see why, you know. I don't get as many viewers as other people because my stash is kind of pathetic. But it's mine, and it's basically all I can deal with at the moment, so hopefully one day I will not live in such a cluttered state, and I will have a nicer space and be able to afford a very expensive hobby. Until that day, though, I will just keep on going as I am. And I hope you guys all have a great stitchy week. And that's it. Bye.